coming up on today's episode.
Good evening, YouTube. Here with you at 7:30 now in the evening. I just now got back from the mailbox where I found my hard drive and my memory. You may recall I ordered them some time back, and they got shipped from where they were to Indianapolis pretty darn quick. And there they just have sit in Indianapolis or have taken trips. I think I mentioned this before, but mention it again because, you know, it is what it is. But there's your memory. There's 2 sticks of 16 gig of RAM, and that will give us 32 gigabytes in the computer, and you get 2 more and that will max it out. This is the 1 terabyte hard drive. But I may or may not even need that now. I've got a 320 in there that I didn't know I had, and I would have just used it. So that's that. Now the computer itself seems to be running pretty good. I think my next step here is going to be get the computer in here. I do have the CPU here is the, I think we can see that, I hope, i7-7700, and that is our, I think 3.6, yeah, gigahertz right there. That's going in. And again, I don't know about the hard drive, but definitely the RAM's going in. But anywho, that's that. So let me I'll sit here and talk about it all day and get there and get the computer unhooked and bring it in here and actually install some of this stuff. Let's get there done. Alright, we are back again. As you can see, I do have the computer in here now. We are looking inside. We got the CPU fan there. Looks like a fan unplug right there for the actual fan. And we'll get that off, and then we'll take these 4 screws out, and the whole thing should lift out. Let's go ahead and take our RAM out, because we know it's got to come out. And we can get in here a little bit better that way. There's that one. See if I can get me a pair of needle nose in there, maybe. There we go. There we go. I guess that was a clip. Didn't realize it, but didn't really do anything. So, not a big deal there. Let's get a decent screwdriver to get in here and get these screws out. Here's a look at the bottom of this. You can see that's all the old heatsink compound. You can see where it's splattered around there. Not a big deal. We can clean all that off and put new in. Now this is a matter of taking our out like that. And you see that was a piece of heatsink compound falling off. And we catch it so it doesn't go too far. Okay, you got your 2 lips or tits or whatever you want to call them out there. They're on top, and that's all we should need to know, I think. I believe that's the only thing we got. Okay, so you can see this has the cutouts right up here somewhere. Oh, right there it is. There's one there. So that goes right in there just like that. Or like this. However you choose to look at it. You can see it's in there. Hold it with another finger. Yeah, we didn't quite get it. Not sure why. There we go. Just didn't have it caught right. Just like that. And it's in there. And we've got our old one put back in its secure wrapping. And we've got the new one installed. And next thing is up to do is to clean off of the other heat sink compound of the fan.
5 minutes later.
I got her now. Now one of the keys doing this right is to get usually stuff pretty sparingly. I mean, you want a coating of it on there, but at the same time you don't want it on there so like thick as they had it. Let me get you out of here and go over here. You can see I've got it just spread around there, and that should be plenty. Plenty, plenty, plenty. So let's get it back in there. Next. Remember, it's got to go up. Here, in there really good now. You know, I said I was going, I didn't listen to myself very well, did I? I was going to get the memory in there first. And did I do that? No, I didn't. But I think we'll be okay. Let's see, they put them in the white one. I don't know that it matters, but we're going to put them in the white one. We'll try that, see if that works. I don't know that it makes any difference with these newer computers, because in the old days you had to kind of line up, make sure you put the same thing in the white slots as you did the other slots. So, but I don't think it matters as much these days. Let's just get our alignment here pinned first. That sure does look like it. Alright, there's one. Let's see if we can get this one in there same way. Might want to open up the slot first. Keepers. Right on. Just like that. Fan is plugged in. This has got to be plugged in next. And that's in. Clipped in. That. Woo-wee! Was that ever a tight fit? Yes, it was. Alright, now we have a full complement of hard drives. Well, I'm going to take you off and I'll bring you back. Alright, so you can see I do have that looped around this cord here, which is at least that won't come out. I mean, it was hard enough to get in, so it's not going to pop out easily. And at least it keeps it over out of the way of the case altogether, in any of the fans and things like that. So everything should be hunky-dory there. And I don't even know where the side is for this. I was thinking it was in here, and then I come in here and I couldn't find it in here. So I'm not really sure where it's at. I'll have to find that because that needs to go back on. Although I'm not going to put it on right now anyway, because I want to make sure that one hard drive I put in there is good. I think you can see everything is now as it should be. Well, all I know to do is go ahead and hook it back up and go from there. See if everything works. I mean, we've got to do that anyway. There's no sense in putting the side on until we know everything works, right? Right. So let's go do that, and I may join you on the computer or something. We'll see. Alright, we are back once again for the last time, I hope. This is the basically the wrap-up. I have got everything tested and found out what works and what doesn't work. Basically, on the hard drives down here, the one I had laying around I found on the floor. Well, I didn't find it on the floor, it was in a bag with some other stuff. Anyway, I tried that first. It does not work. It has errors. So I put in the 1 terabyte drive that I bought on eBay for, I don't know, $16, $17, where it was. And it came in the mail yesterday or day before yesterday, I can't remember which, but it was here. So I went ahead and stuck it in, and it is basically in there right now, and it's empty. So basically I have Windows 11 on this one. I have Windows 10 on this one. This is I think a 120 gig, and this is a 1 terabyte. So I have those installed, and they are working just fine. This one here is unallocated so far, so I plan on putting Manjaro on that. And then for the Linux Lite, I think I'm just going to put that on a USB SSD. I do have the new, I checked out the new CPU, the i7-7700. It is installed correctly and working. So, and like I said, the system RAM is installed and recognized. So all of that seems to be very good, and I'm just at the point now where I want to button it all back up. There you go, there's the new system, such that it is all installed and ready to go. So as the saying goes, later that same evening, what you see is the Dell 7050 once again back up on the bench. The problem is, and I thought of this when I was putting it together, but I'll show you what I'm talking about as soon as we take the case off. Let's go ahead and do that. What the problem is, let me bring you in for a close-up of this. These two, not this one, but these two, are too close together, and they're not making good enough contact on the power in order to drive this middle hard drive, which is the new hard drive I put in. So I've got a plan to fix that. It involves the other Y adapter that I had somewhere around here, and I'll find it before long. But anyway, alright, well, it's back together. I didn't actually record it, but you know, I've got it. I've double checked it, triple checked it. It is connected, and I've got the cables routed more efficiently, I guess is what I would say. And the only thing we can do now is try it and see and hope for the best. So let's go. Alright, we are back again on the computer, and as you can see, I have the system information and benchmark app brought up, and it gives us a good indication of what's what and where's when. Operating systems, Debian new Linux 12 Bookworm. Processor is the Core i7-7700, as I outlined before. We have one physical processor, 4 cores with 8 threads. And the memory, as I also alluded to, is 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Motherboard, there's the number, and obviously it's the Optiplex 7050. Graphics card, GeForce GTX 750 Ti, same as I had in the 7020. And then listed on down a little bit, there is our all of our drives here. You can see all of them listed. That's a Seagate, I can tell you that. That's a, I'm not sure what that is. Western Digital, Toshiba. I think this is our Windows 10 drive. There's our SSK, SSD, portable SSD. I don't know, they're not really identified too well. There's a Cruiser Micro, which is a flash drive plugged into a USB cable. The M2 P300 512 is our NM or NVMe M2 drive, which is the boot drive. And we have another Seagate there, and I can't tell you what kind it is or anything like that. And then there's a flash disk. So you can see I do have quite a few things there on that. Now, the last night, as I was finishing up with the other part of the edit on the video, the USB 3 hub and card reader came in. Now I have the hub hooked up and I have it mounted and everything. I went ahead and made a mount for it out of the on the 3D printer, and that's you know, I think I'll probably insert a picture here of that. And also have the other device that I printed up, the SSD or USB hard drive little holder there, and it's right next to it. And I am working on a holder for the card reader, but I don't know how well you can hear it, but over there in the printer is we're printing a job for BDEK or OGM, whichever you want to call it. And that got another hour and a half, I think, to go. So once that's done, then I'll print my little holder up and I'll get that mounted, and I'll have everything, all my ducks in a row, as it were. So that's really all I wanted to show you. Basically, is everything is hunky-dory here as far as how everything's working. And so like I said, it is just the way I like it.